Let's talk about something a lot of men over 50 are feeling but not really talking about. You get a full night's sleep. You do everything right, but you still wake up feeling like your battery is at 20%. You're not alone, and it's incredibly frustrating. We're going to dive into this because that feeling, that lingering fatigue, it often points to a hidden problem with one of the most fundamental systems in your body, your circulation.
So, you know the drill. You go to the doctor, run the tests, and a week later you get the call. Everything looks normal. But you know deep down that you don't feel normal. You feel off. This is such a critical question because the answer usually isn't hiding in those lab results. It's not about some big, obvious disease. It's about the subtle, invisible environment inside your body.
All right, let's see if any of these ring a bell. Your legs feel kind of heavy when you're just walking around. Your thinking is a bit foggy. Maybe your hands and feet are always cold. Your performance in the gym or in the bedroom just isn't what it used to be. These aren't just random signs of aging. They're whispers from your body that your blood flow isn't quite right, long before any doctor would flag it as a major problem. Now, the first thing most of us do is just chalk this up to getting older, right? It seems logical. The years pass, the body slows down. But what I see in my clinic, day in and day out, tells a completely different story. This decline, it's rarely just about your age. And in the beginning, it's almost never about the big scary thing we all worry about, blocked arteries from high cholesterol. So here's the big shift in thinking. We've all been trained to fear blocked arteries, but the problem usually starts way earlier with stiff arteries. It's not about the number of birthdays you've had. It's about the biochemical environment your body has been living in for decades. This idea of mild metabolic acidity, think of it like a very slow, subtle shift in your body's internal chemistry that makes your blood vessels lose their natural flexibility. And this explains why so many common treatments just don't seem to work as well as they should. See, your body sends a signal, it's called nitric oxide, that tells your blood vessels to open up and let blood flow. But if those vessels are stiff, they can't really hear the signal. You can take things that boost nitric oxide, which is like turning up the volume on that radio, but if the speakers are damaged, the music just doesn't get any clearer. The blood flow doesn't really improve. Okay, so let's put a name to the villain here. The real culprit that's messing up the communication is this state of mild metabolic acidity. When your internal chemistry is even slightly off balance, your blood vessels start to stiffen. They're not necessarily clogging up, they're just losing their ability to relax and respond. The signal's being sent, but the tissue just can't listen like it used to. So you might be asking, where does this even come from? Well, it's not one single thing. It's the slow, steady drip of modern life. It's the high-protein diets without enough of the right minerals to balance things out. It's chronic stress, poor sleep where your body can't repair itself, and that constant low-grade inflammation that just hums along in the background. All these things together literally change the texture and behavior of your blood vessels. But here's the good news. Your body isn't defenseless. It has a powerful built-in tool to fight back. And that's bicarbonate. And I'm not talking about some trendy new supplement here. I'm talking about a substance your body makes and uses every single second of every single day to maintain balance. The problem is, as we age and as stress piles on, the demand for this tool starts to outstrip the supply. So what exactly is this stuff? Long before it was put in a box and called baking soda, bicarbonate was one of your body's most essential survival molecules. Your own kidneys and pancreas produce it to act like a firefighter, putting out the acidic fires caused by stress, exercise, and even just digesting food. It's the master stabilizer that keeps your internal chemistry in that perfect, narrow zone where life happens. For your circulation, it has 3 critical jobs. First, it neutralizes that acid, which helps keep your vessels soft and flexible. Second, it's like a garbage truck. It hauls away the CO2 waste so fresh oxygen can get delivered. And third, this is so cool, it actually helps unlock oxygen from your red blood cells so it can get into your muscles and brain. When the system gets overwhelmed, you feel it as brain fog and fatigue. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. Wait a minute, I've heard of this. I've tried this, and it did absolutely nothing. And you know what? I believe you. Because most people who try it make a few common mistakes that totally cancel out the benefits. It's almost never the bicarbonate that's the problem, it's how and when it's being used. Let's quickly run through the top 4 traps. Taking it with a big meal, all it does is neutralize your stomach acid. It becomes an antacid, not a circulation supporter. Taking way too much, you'll just overwhelm your system and get side effects. Using it every single day without a break, your body can actually get lazy and stop responding as well.
And finally, if you're not well hydrated, it can't even get to where it needs to go. And this brings us to the most important piece of the whole puzzle. Because even if you use it perfectly, bicarbonate alone doesn't magically fix your circulation. It just sets the stage. It prepares the environment. Something else has to come along and flip the switch that tells your body, okay, it's safe now. Open the floodgates. And here is that switch. It's a two-part system. Bicarbonate prepares the environment, but it's movement that activates the signal. That nitric oxide signal we talked about, it's primarily released through muscle contraction and, believe it or not, breathing through your nose. No pill, no powder can do that for you. The bicarbonate just makes your blood vessels ready and willing to listen when that signal arrives. This is a little saying I have with my patients, and it's a real mindset shift. You can't strong-arm your body into having better circulation. You have to create the right conditions, and then you invite it to happen. And when you do that, the body's response is honestly incredible. So, how do you send that invitation? It's way simpler than you'd think. We're talking about gentle movement, like a simple walk. We're talking about breathing through your nose, making sure you're hydrated, getting foundational minerals like magnesium and potassium, and prioritizing deep sleep, which is when your body does all the repair work on those vessel walls. These are the things that create the perfect conditions for your body to heal itself. Now, you might be listening to all of this and thinking, man, this sounds great, but have I waited too long? Is the damage already done? I really want you to hear this loud and clear. It is not too late. Not at 55, not at 65, not even at 75. Your blood vessels are living, dynamic tissues. They are designed to respond to the signals you send them right now. Here's another way to think about it. For most guys, the plumbing, the hardware is actually fine. Your arteries aren't clogged. The problem is with the software, the chemical signals that are telling the hardware how to behave. Once you start to fix the software, to optimize that internal chemistry, the hardware can finally start working the way it was designed to. Please let this one sink in. You are not broken. You are not failing. Your body did exactly what it was supposed to do. It adapted to years of stress and inflammation to keep you alive and functioning. That fatigue, that brain fog, that's an adaptation. But adaptation is not destiny. You can send new signals, and when you do, your physiology will follow. And that's really the heart of it. This isn't about some anti-aging fantasy of trying to be 25 again. This is about something so much more real and powerful. It's about restoring your fundamental physiology. I've seen it time and time again. Men regain their energy, their focus, their drive, not by pushing harder, but by simply getting out of their own body's way. Which brings us right back to the beginning, that question of why you feel so tired when your labs are normal. For so many men, the answer isn't a disease, it's an environment. And when you improve that environment, everything starts to change. Your blood vessels relax, oxygen gets delivered, and your energy, your focus, your performance, it all comes back online. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. What could you really accomplish if you restored your body's environment? You know how it is, right? As we get older, things they don't seem to flow quite the way they used to. Your energy, your stamina, even how fast you bounce back. It all just feels a little off. Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on a hugely powerful factor behind all this that, believe it or not, almost nobody is talking about. It's such a common feeling, that gradual slowdown. But here's a thought. What if it's not just about the number of candles on your birthday cake? What if there's actually something much deeper going on, right down at the cellular level, that's messing with your circulation, your performance, your whole sense of vitality? I bet some of these are going to sound familiar. You know, cold hands and feet when it's not even that cold out. Workouts just feeling tougher than they should, taking forever to recover. Or maybe just that mental fog that seems to roll in. Listen, these are all classic signs of reduced blood flow, and they're all pointing to an underlying problem that's got nothing to do with just the passage of time. That's exactly right. This is not just an inevitable part of getting older. Nope. It is a specific physiological process. And the moment you understand it, that's the moment you can start to do something about it. So come on, let's take a look at what's really going on under the hood. And the key, the big secret here, is a little something called bicarbonate. And yet, before you ask, it's related to what's in baking soda. But inside your body, it plays an absolutely critical role. Think of it like your body's built-in natural antacid, just constantly working behind the scenes to keep everything in perfect balance. And for guys as we age, its job becomes essential. I mean, truly essential. Understanding this can totally change how you think about your health. So what's the big problem that bicarbonate is constantly fighting off? Well, it turns out the real enemy of your circulation might not be what you think. It's not just about cholesterol. It's something way more subtle, a gradual, sneaky shift in your body's pH balance, pushing it towards becoming too acidic.
I mean, we're all taught to worry about clogged arteries, right? And look, that's definitely important. But there's this hidden culprit that we're looking at right here: pH imbalance. This is different. This isn't about blockages. This is about how well your blood vessels can actually function, moment to moment.
Okay, this brings us to a really important term: metabolic acid load. It sounds complicated, but it's not. Just think of it as the total amount of acid your body has to juggle every single day. And as we get older, a bunch of different things cause this acid load to creep up, putting a serious strain on all our internal system.
So what's causing it? Well, it's a perfect storm, really. You've got the natural decline in muscle mass, our kidneys getting a bit less efficient over time, diets that are maybe a little heavy on the inflammatory stuff, and, of course, the big ones: chronic stress and not getting enough quality sleep. All these super common parts of modern life are quietly pushing our bodies into a more acidic state. So how does the body fight back against this acid overload? Well, this is where our hero, bicarbonate, swoops in. It is your body's #1 frontline defense system, its primary buffer, designed to neutralize all that excess acid and bring everything back into balance.
Okay, let's walk through this chain reaction together. It all kicks off when that acid load starts to rise in the blood. Now, this acidic environment, it's like kryptonite for nitric oxide. That's the super important molecule that tells your blood vessels to chill out and relax. The acid makes it break down way faster. And the result? Without enough nitric oxide, your blood vessels tighten up. But this is the cool part. This is where bicarbonate jumps in. It buffers that acid, balance gets restored, and suddenly nitric oxide can do its job again. The vessels relax, and your blood flow improves. Simple as that.
So here's the bottom line. It's a really direct link. More acid equals less nitric oxide, and less nitric oxide means tighter, stiffer, less flexible blood vessels. This is the core problem, the mechanism that's impacting blood flow all through your body. All right, so that's the science lesson. But let's bring this back down to earth. What does this actually mean for you? For your performance at the gym, for how you recover, for your health in general as you get older? Why does this matter?
This chart right here really says it all, doesn't it? On the one hand, with a balanced pH, your blood vessels are relaxed, flexible, and responsive. But you get into a high acidity environment, and they tighten right up, becoming rigid and way less efficient. And you can imagine that affects pretty much everything that needs good blood flow.
And believe me, the impact is huge. For starters, your muscles get tired way faster. That critical blood flow to the pelvic area gets reduced, which has a direct effect on prostate health, bladder function, and sexual performance. Meanwhile, your kidneys are working overtime, and the whole acidic environment just fuels chronic inflammation, which is, another huge enemy of healthy blood vessels.
Okay, so that's the challenge we're up against. But here's the good news, and it's really good news. Your body is already designed to handle this stuff. You just need to give it the right support. So let's get practical and look at 4 simple ways you can help out your body's natural systems.
Now, before we go any further, I have to be crystal clear about something. This is not me telling you to go chug a baking soda. Please don't do that. It can actually be dangerous, and it's something you should only ever consider with a doctor's guidance. What we're talking about here is supporting your body's natural, built-in ability to produce and use its own bicarbonate. All right, pillar number 1, and it's probably the most powerful one of all, your diet. What you put on your plate has a massive, direct impact on your body's acid load. So the game plan is pretty simple. Focus on more alkaline-forming foods. We're talking about leafy greens, fruits, all kinds of vegetables. See, these foods are packed with minerals like potassium and magnesium, which are literally the raw materials your body uses to make its own bicarbonate. It's like you're topping up your body's natural reserves. And hey, this isn't about giving up protein or anything like that. It's just about finding a better balance. Okay, next up, pillar number 2, hydration. So simple, right? But its effect on your body's pH is just massive. Here's why. Staying hydrated is absolutely crucial because your kidneys are doing all the heavy lifting of flushing out these excess acids. And water, that's the vehicle they use to get the job done. If you're chronically underhydrated, which, let's be honest, a lot of us are, you're basically concentrating those acids and making your bicarbonate system work way, way harder than it needs to. All right, on to pillar number 3, stress and recovery. This one's huge because your mental state has a direct physical influence on your body's chemistry. See, when you're under chronic stress, your body pumps out hormones like cortisol, which actually increases acid production.
This is exactly why getting quality sleep, allowing for real recovery, and even simple things like taking a few slow, deep breaths are so incredibly important. They're all tools that help regulate your internal chemistry and protect that precious bicarbonate supply. And that brings us to our final pillar, number 4, exercise. Now, when you do it the right way, physical activity can actually make your body stronger and more efficient at handling acid. Regular moderate exercise is like training for your buffering system. It gets better and more efficient. And building and maintaining muscle is also a game changer because your muscle tissue itself acts as a kind of storage tank for these buffering compounds. Remember, the goal here is consistency, not just killing yourself at the gym.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? It's that aging doesn't have to mean an inevitable decline. Not at all. It just means your body needs smarter, more consistent support to keep everything in balance so it can function at its best. By focusing on these 4 pillars, you are directly supporting your body's natural power to maintain healthy circulation and real vitality for years and years to come. So the question I want to leave you with is this: is your body getting the support it needs to find its balance?